Okay, we're going to talk about the soilless mixes and soil amendments we have available for you. These soil mixes, there's 3 different kinds. I'm going to explain them to you. They're all in the same colored bags. Do not panic, because my office is just right there, so you'll be able to ask me if you have a question. The first one is a germination mix, and even though the bags are all the same color, you can see that there's labels on the side, so you'll know. Germination mix is fine, very fine, good for seedling growth, so appropriate for seedling trays in small pots such as these. We also have signs explaining these uses, so you'll know when you come in. The second one is Fafford number 2, a general purpose medium, a little bit more coarse textured, and it's appropriate for pots of medium size like these 3, 4, 5, and 6 inch. And the last one is a high porosity mix called Fafford 52, and this is more coarse and it has some bark in it, so it has a better longevity for long-term crops in the greenhouse, appropriate for larger pots such as these. Most of the research is done in one of these 3 kinds of soilless mix. Occasionally you might want to amend the soil or mix your own, so let's talk about what we have available. First is vermiculite, which is water holding capacity, so it's how you would add that water holding capacity to a soil mix. Some people germinate seeds in it. We have 3 different grades: a medium, coarse, and an extra coarse. We also have perlite, which helps you keep the soil well aerated, so it holds air, does not absorb water. And we have sphagnum peat, in case you want to mix a soil that has high organic material and water holding capacity. Finally, we've got some white sand that comes in handy for a few uses. I'm going to also talk about calcined clay. It's something you may not have seen before. This is a clay material that's dug and dried and ground to a certain size. This is Turfus MVP, and the other product is called Profile. It's just ground to the size of sand. What this does is add cation exchange capacity to a soil mix. Also improves drainage. It's really critical when you're growing crops such as rice or corn or sorghum. It helps eliminate iron chlorosis. Let's take a look at a couple quick ways to mix this up. In the potting room, you'll see we've got these tubs that you can just use a scoop to mix ingredients. And that's why I've got this dust mask here to remind you that you may want to wear that while you're mixing. Of course, we've got wheelbarrows, and we even have a cement mixer for even larger volumes, and that's available in one of the greenhouse corridors. So just ask us if you have a question.